Welcome back to the Northwestern College Raiders Coaches Show presented by Iowa State Bank. I'm your host, Noah Godsell, here in our brand new team room in the Den Hartog Team Complex. And I'm joined by the head women's volleyball coach, Kyle Van Den Bosch. Kyle, how you doing today?
Hey, doing great. Thanks for having me.
It's been a super hot start to your season. What's the vibe been like with your team, and what's that mindset, and just how you feeling overall?
Yeah, been a fun start. We have a great group of gals that really enjoy each other. They encourage each other really well, from our JV to our varsity. So it's just been a real enjoyable start, just because they complement each other well. They come to practice with a mindset to get better each day and trying to stack good practices every day, and then when we get a chance to compete, put our best foot forward.
Yeah, and when it comes to the competitions, what have you seen that's worked best for your team so far?
I feel like they've really stayed in the moment of just like coming out and competing against each opponent, where they've prepared hard, especially for our conference teams where we get to scout them a little bit more. But even in our tournaments where they really prepare well to put their best foot forward.
And after last season, an incredible year, but lost 3 seniors, All-Americans, just incredible players. But what's that mindset been in the offseason to just take what you have and rebuild and refocus to build off that past success that you've had with those amazing players?
Yeah. Great group of gals. I mean, really enjoyed them, and they're obviously really awesome volleyball players as well. But so you think back on it, just awesome memories and a ton of fun. But this group really, even in the off season, started to come together and making another team, and filling in the pieces where need be, and everybody trying to get better. And then, I feel like this group has really made its own identity as a group, and it's been really fun to watch come together.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of new faces that are filling in for those seniors that you lost, and there's a lot of playing time that you need to fill in. I mean, what are some of these new players that are stepping into new roles, or just players that are coming into the program as well that you're expecting to make this big impact and make a push at a postseason run again this year?
Yeah, one of our goals as a program is you always want to graduate great players. Every year we feel like we graduate great players, So some of those girls, stepping into a little bit bigger roles. You look at our outside, Sydney Oshra and Stella Winterfield, have kind of settled into those positions. With our libero position, we kind of have 2 girls kind of doing that right now, of Tierney Huss and Maggie Bloom, holding that fort down well. Then our right sides, we've had Riley Franken now and Aubrey DeGroat that have kind of bid their time in the program behind Savannah Stirk, and so we feel like they've been ready for this time, and so they've been doing a great job starting out the season over there.
Yeah, and you brought up Stella Winterfeld. We saw flashes of her greatness last year, kind of stayed more back in the back row as a defensive specialist, but always swinging from the back, now moving all over the court. I mean, how amazing has she been, and what impact do you expect for her to have on this team in the long run? Yeah,
she's, she just has so many layers to her game, from serve, pass, dig, and then hits out of the back, attacks well out of the front, actually puts up a nice block up there, slows a lot of balls down, and just brings a calming presence to our team as well. So I feel like she's been off to a great start. But we knew coming in that, with having Allison and Jazz as seniors last year, she kind of knew coming in that be able to play back row for a year and then have an opportunity to play 6 rotations.
Yeah, I mean, she's been quite a treat to see. But we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Northwestern College Coaches Show presented by Iowa State Bank.
There's nothing like small-town Iowa. There's something about the people, the community, the values. That's why we call Northwest Iowa home. We're here for our community. We're here to build a better tomorrow. We continue to provide personalized service and innovative products to help achieve your financial goals and dreams. At Iowa State Bank, we're your neighbor, your friend, your trusted bank.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Welcome back to the Northwestern College Coaches Show presented by Iowa State Bank. I'm your host, Noah Godsell, still here with head women's volleyball coach Kyle Van Den Bosch. Coach, we were just talking about a lot of the new faces, but I want to shift the focus to returners. And the big name that we've heard and seen on social media 50 million times this year, it seems like so far, Xavier Metzger. led the nation in blocks the last 2 years. She's up there once again, and she's had a bigger role as well. I mean, what have you seen from her, and how has she improved over the offseason, and what can she do more than just what she did last year?
Yeah, she's off to a great start. You know, one of the things we talked about in the offseason for her is to add even more offense. We're just going to get her more swings, you know, in our offense. And then she's really taken that to heart. She's really worked hard this offseason, and, you know, I think she's hitting over 300, so she's really doing a great job offensively and coming in with a mindset that she's going to attack in a lot of ways. You know, whether it's an aggressive hit or a disguised off-speed shot. And so, yeah, we count on her to get some kills for us again this year.
Yeah, and just reached 500 career blocks, just won the NAIA Aodur Award as well. I mean, just beyond her impact on the court, what impact does she have on the team off the court as well?
Yeah, you know, you can kind of see it a little bit with the national award. I mean, that Doer Award, that is to one female athlete and one male athlete in any sport in the NAIA, you know, with academic and citizenship, and then obviously level of play too. So that is quite an honor for her to get. But, you know, she's, what I've always appreciated about Xavier, she comes hard. She comes to practice to work hard every day to get better. And she sets a standard of excellence. She sets a standard of how hard we work in practice every day, and the girls follow suit, you know, and one of your best players is working that hard, you know, all the time with that intensity. It trickles down to the other players. So she's the middle of our defense, you know, team's game plan for her defensively, and so obviously she makes a big impact on our team.
Yeah, and other players that have been around for a long time as well, Liv Reitzma. Just what type of leadership does she bring to the team? I know setters are very important, don't always get the love that they deserve, but yeah. What does she mean to the team as just that key setter and just the experience that she brings as well?
Yeah, you know, there's a 4-year starting setter for us, you know, and that's a little uncommon, I would say, you know, to have, and so that's nice to have that level of understanding between her and I. You know, a coach and setter got to be on the same page, so we, you know, starting to think pretty similar out there. But yeah, she kind of knows the system obviously really well and able to move the ball around. And we talked through that quite a bit. So I think she's been doing well. You know, Emma Westfall, this is her 3rd year starting for us on the right side. So she's been in a lot of big matches for us. So she's been, you know, leading in her way. And yeah, excited about, you know, all of our seniors and how they lead. It's fun to see them get to this point. You know, Jewel Bergstrom, that's, you know, been in our program for 4 years, just doing a really good job in her role. You know, Riley Franken. We transitioned Marissa Potabom over to a student coach and doing a great job there. So, yeah, just a lot of good leadership we feel like this year.
Yeah, and with good leadership, it really helps you fight through a lot of resilience as well. You've played multiple top 10 opponents. You have another top 10 opponent coming up this week, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Some 5-setters as well. I mean, just talk about your team's resilience and just what that leadership can do to help those new faces who may not have experienced. You've had a 5-set match against Dort, just intense environment. I mean, that's got to be hard to battle in when you're early on in your GPAC career, just getting a lot of playing time. I mean, what's that like for your team?
Yeah, our motto this year is grit. And we kind of knew coming in that that's how we wanted to play. I could sense it in the off season that we're going to kind of grind out games. We want to make volleys continue a little bit longer. You know, we don't have to finish it right away. We feel like our team defense is really good. You know, we got a great block. We got great diggers in the back that we want to just grind out points. And so we knew we had to do that. And part of that is you have to grind out a match too. It may not be, you know, pass set, finish the point right away. But allowing the volley to continue, I think has really helped our girls. That we think the longer the volley, the better it is for our team to win that point. And so we know we're going to be in a lot of battles this year, and our girls have embraced that. We're training for it, we're conditioning for it, because we feel like, hopefully the longer the point, the longer the match, that'll be to our favor.
Yeah, and just with those tougher matches, those tougher opponents as well, how do you think that could help your team in the long run when it comes to the postseason and just get you guys back to that national championship level once again?
Yeah, we scheduled intentionally to get a lot of ranked teams, you know, where, we played Eastern Oregon, who's ranked #1 right now, and they're legit #1. Indiana Wesleyan, obviously really good. Now this weekend, Oklahoma Wesleyan and Park, Kansas Wesleyan, along with obviously the teams in our conference that help you get better. But in order to be at that level, you got to see that level, because it's just different. The top 10 teams are different. They hit harder, they serve tougher, you're out of system more, and the game is faster. So you just got to be in those environments to be able to, when you start training again, know exactly what you're training for. So there's been an intentionality of continuing to up the schedule of competition.
Yeah, totally. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for some more here on the Northwestern Coaches Show, presented by Iowa State Bank.
Looking for that perfect home? There's more to it than finding that perfect house in the perfect neighborhood. It's also important to find a personal banking experience that makes you feel right at home. At Iowa State Bank, we get that. That's why we're here to personally service your loans and make that dream home become a reality. We're your neighbor, your friend, your trusted bank.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Welcome back to the Northwestern College Raiders Coaches Show, presented by Iowa State Bank. Once again, I'm your host, Noah Godsell, joined by head women's volleyball coach Kyle Van Den Bosch. Coach, we just talked about a lot of individuals in the performance, but let's take a look into the future a little bit, take a look at the schedule ahead. This weekend, super tough tournament that you're going to be at. What are you looking for that? What's the scouting report? What are you expecting from your team?
Yeah, 3 great teams. We start out with Kansas Wesleyan. They're an experienced team. They got 2 lefties on the right side that cause some challenges, and then Oklahoma Wesleyan, top 10 team. They probably have the premier outside hitter in the country with, I think she averages almost like 5 or 6 kills, and she's really high and really physical. And then obviously Park, traditional powerhouse at their place, and we play them back to back, so it's about 4 hours straight of pretty intense volleyball for our girls.
Awesome.
So it should be a fun environment at a ranked team's home environment. So we just want to be in these places to improve. We feel like this tournament should help us get better.
Yeah, GPAC play has already gotten started. You guys haven't lost a GPAC game yet, but looking ahead at the schedule, what do you have highlighted on your calendar, and also what are you expecting from the rest of the conference this year?
Yeah, I would say we don't really highlight one specific team.
Mm-hmm.
We know Morningside is a really good opponent, so we've prepared hard for them. And then we know this weekend we have 3 good opponents. The conference is too good, and college volleyball is too good to overlook anyone, to not prepare for them. I mean, everybody's got good passers, setters, hitters, so we just are really preparing hard for each one, compete hard, and then kind of see where it falls. But we know tonight's a great match against Morningside, and this weekend we get another 3 good matches.
And obviously with your teams, you're always looking forward to the postseason as well. And what are the specific things that you may have focused on to help your team prepare for that postseason play, just knowing how different it is and what type of mindset that you need?
Yeah, honestly, we haven't thought about that too much. We're really trying to, kind of like I mentioned, just stack really good practices. Can we keep improving at this? And then we notice when we play certain teams, they're attacking us a certain way, which then we have to kind of plug that hole a little bit, or I know this weekend we'll get a good idea if we can control right sides really well, big physical lefties, and then you try to plug that, or what do we do well, what do we not do well, and just kind of keep that process going so that, every coach's goal is to be playing the best, come postseason. And so that's always our goal. We can keep getting better. In order to do that, though, you gotta play the good teams to show you what you're good at and what you're not. So, it's a process, it's a journey. We enjoy the journey of it, the fun practices and a chance to get better. And so, we're just looking forward to this match tonight and this weekend, and then we take the next step.
Yeah, last thing for you, we've focused a lot about the team. I just want to ask something a little bit about you. I mean, you've been here for 21 years, your 21st season. Just from the first time you stepped on campus as head coach to now, I mean, what are the biggest things that you've learned or biggest things that have changed in your coaching philosophy?
In my coaching philosophy, I think one of my goals I try to do is not be the coach that did the same thing 21 years ago that I'm doing right now, you know, to kind of keep moving along with the times, whether it's techniques, recruiting, communication, all those things, you know. But, you know, I learned that the type of young women that I get to coach at Northwestern are pretty awesome. You know, you get to just be around some high-achieving young women that, you know, want to excel in volleyball, but also, you know, grow in their faith. Academically, they want to get better. You know, I think that's the part I appreciate the most here, as well as the support on campus, you know, from you guys doing these things to, you know, President Christie and Tony Hoops and all the, you know, the layers that help support athletics is really special, and I'm not sure that's the way at all places, you know, but, you know, really appreciate, you know, the opportunity to get to do what I do and get an opportunity to, you know, be around these awesome women that love to compete and love to show off their God-given ability, you know, to the fans as well. So, yeah, it's a pretty special place.
Yeah, and this place is just one of a kind. I
Yeah.
mean, coming in from another area, I mean, my mind was just kind of blown coming in and the welcomeness of everyone as well. Well, Coach, any final things you want to say to the fans out there? Why they should come to a game? What can they expect? I mean, why should they be coming to the Bultman Center and cheering on the Raiders?
Yeah, I think this is a fun team to watch. You know, they play really fast. They're pretty physical. You know, they serve and pass well, defend well, and make volleys go a long time. So I think it's going to be a pretty fan-friendly team. You know, so come on out. Yeah, cheer them on. I know the student body, I think, enjoyed the first home game, and we hope they can keep coming out and cheering this team on.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, for stopping by. And thank you all for tuning in to the Raiders Coaches Show presented by Iowa State Bank. Coach, can I get a Go Raiders?
All right, go Raiders.
Go Raiders. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.